This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Love.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Red, cycle. Black shot.
Now Love. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
On one, ready?
They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On one, ready?
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Okay,
Here's
ready?
a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra. Blue Striker. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
Here we go.
So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion.
11-90.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun.
3 yards remain for second down.
11 MT. 11 MT. Hey. 12. 11.
Now Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Jones again.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm wondering.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
They go play action with Burrow. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 empty. Hey, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Gun.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12. 11 coming. 11 empty. 11 empty.
And Burrow going to throw again. Quickly to Hawkinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
12, 12, 12. 11 empty. Hey. 11 empty. Hey. 12, 12, 12.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, right?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red, yellow, white, blue. Hey, blue.
Throwing, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point.
makes it 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On one, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 mighty, 12, 12. Run the corner. 11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Yellow, go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. On play action, Love to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And quickly finding Rager. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Reagor from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. The slot man in motion right. Play action this time with Love. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
On one, right?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow from his own end zone. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
11, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Oh, the return is Reed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of...
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Check right. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just two scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow looking to pass. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Gun.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow on play action.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing, Burrow. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Tate.
To throw, Burrow.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here's Burrow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Packers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.